Get over here!
So weird going into a chapter and not have to look at the map.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually no intro to this chapter.
I thought something felt different. Well, we're not traveling on the map. We just fell into a hole.
Pretty much. So, how's it going, everybody? The Green Scorpion here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem Blazing Sword. And I'm here with...
The Comic Foil. How you doing, folks?
So, this... Wait.
Yeah, you do get a lot of information on Kashuna. We were just talking about this before we started recording.
Yeah, so... This is a chapter where we fight, sort of, Kashuna.
Well, we see him again, yeah.
But... Huh. What?
Yeah.
Really?
So he's the fourth morph. So, like, whoa.
I am conflicted about this guy right now.
I mean, so he was the first morph, like, artificially created human to have emotions. Though how successful that was is kind of up for debate.
Pretty much, because all he does is seal magic.
He never speaks. He never attacks.
I'm confused. Well, I guess we'll figure out more as we go. So here we have Hector,
Who just
really
fell down a hole.
Yeah, he really smacked his head that time.
Into this awesome temple.
Yeah, this music's actually pretty decent. So, okay, we have Pent back here, the experienced hog. And Hawkeye. And not even Hawkeye knows where we are.
I think maybe our battling was so intense last chapter that we actually shook the ground a little bit. So, like, part of the ceiling of this old underground temple maybe cracked apart, and maybe that's what the quicksand was.
Yeah. So, Hector here actually doesn't know where Lynn and Ellawood is, but Nils can sense that they're nearby at the very least.
Also, like, what are the odds that we just happen to fall into this place that Kashuna's hanging out in?
I don't know.
That is complete happenstance.
What I've noticed about this game is that happenstance turns out to be something not too happenstance in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but, like, what fated them to fall down this hole?
Good point.
That's...
I mean,
I'm not saying anything about the game as a whole, but that there is a little bit... that's kind of some iffy narrative there. I think they just wanted... I think they just wanted them to get to this place with Kashuna. I don't think they really had a good way of getting them there.
So yeah, Pent and Hawkeye at least know what's going on here, to a certain degree. They know what a magic seal is.
Yeah. It's like a sea lion that can shoot fireballs, right?
You are glorious, sir.
It's a magic seal.
Anyway, so what a magic seal really is, in case anyone hasn't been paying attention to Pent... Oh, geez. Well, thanks for interrupting me. That's one way to put it. He called some friends.
How does he call people? He doesn't speak.
There's always telepath.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Nils and Ninian seem to be able to do that.
What if all of these are morphs? Actually, I think they might be.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah. I just remembered, like, there's an entire morph army.
Mm-hmm. As long as I've got someone I can hit, I'll be fine.
That's the Spirit Hector. I wish they made Hawkeye's portrait a little bit taller. I feel like he should, like, tower above them.
Mm-hmm. So, one thing I'd like to point out before we get into the preparations. Hawkeye said that choose the allies that will come with us, and choose carefully. That has more significance than you might think. One, because of the magic seal, and two, because the enemies in this chapter are no joke. This is going to be the chapter where you face some of the strongest units you've ever faced so far. So, this is going to be quite a grueling fight.
We're gonna have to roll up our sleeves here. Get
He literally rolled up his sleeves.
Get this done. Yeah, because I'm serious.
Uh-huh.
We gotta put our nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, so we're gonna make some preparations, guys, and we'll meet you back. Okay, so I didn't want to speak in the middle of that, but this is actually something I forgot about. What's her name again?
Helen.
Helen. She's been with us doing the Audrey's all this time, but she's pretty much had enough. So she's no longer going to be doing the Audrey's for us.
She quit.
However, instead, we have Nils!
Yeah,
Nils is
pretty
actually
good.
going to be doing the Audrey's for us now. So
I mean, he is a little bit clairvoyant. He can see things.
he's actually
coming.
extremely clairvoyant.
Yeah.
But yeah, so doing the Audrey's now is going to be done by Nils.
Yep.
And now we don't have to pay for them, actually. So, oh, it's Hannah.
Oh, Hannah, I was close.
Yeah. But yeah, Hannah is going to be doing the Audrey's for us now. And that actually brings me to another thing that I forgot to mention. These. With Nils in your party, he's actually able to read the affinities of your party members. And through this, you can actually check what party members in your group can actually support with others.
That's
so
really
it's
useful.
it's like Heath here can, of the ones we have so far, can support with Priscilla and Kent. Go down here, you choose Eric, he can support with Priscilla and Sarah, yada yada, all that jazz. So,
Interesting.
yeah, this is pretty much something. If you're looking for specific interactions or like specific supports, or you just want to know who can interact with the other to like for completion or something like that, because every time you play the game, like all the support conversations you do will be saved in the overall game. So this is something good for completionists. If you want to like get every support in the game, that does require you to play through the game multiple times.
You're
but
pretty insane if you do that, but I respect you for it.
it's been done. I've seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this basically like Nils is the guy to go to when you want to figure out what to do about all this. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had. So going back to the preparations again, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right.
Alright then, so here we are in this chapter, but immediately something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen here. Yeah!
Surprise wall.
This is the thing that really made me frustrated about this chapter when I first played it years ago. That wall separates your party.
We did see that coming, though, so we planned accordingly who we wanted on what side. But it's still a bit of a pain.
Yeah, so we planned this accordingly here, so... Okay, so... Oh, Hawkeye's talking.
Yep. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay. I mean, we definitely need somebody to bust down these walls, so you're a good candidate for that.
I do want Hawkeye to at least do something in this chapter, because I do want to show off his battle prowess, because he is beefy as heck.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have these guys go over this way to deal with, like, this path, because everyone eventually is going to, like, meet up.
We can meet them up on the second row if we want. There, on that row.
Yeah, because the thing is, down here, the only thing you're gonna get down here is a chest.
The great thing about this chapter is you can kind of take it at your own pace.
Yeah, and even then, it's a bit of a struggle. So let's say we start.
Yeah.
Let's say we start making our way.
No
We're
time
gonna
like the
have.
present.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be like that no matter what you do.
Yeah. What a jip.
Just gotta take it at your own speed.
All right, there we go.
Yep. So
Might as well, right?
We got Oswin with the javelin on one side and Will with the bow on the other, so that both teams have some range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't bring Sane because we're really trying to
We need to get our units promoted.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, I just remembered. We gave Matthew the body ring, so we're gonna increase his constitution. That makes him that'll make him really useful for rescuing, just in case, because he's got the speed to do it.
Yeah, he's got such good movement.
Alright then, meanwhile, what's this guy? He's got a shine.
Yep, and he's got the key to that door.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bust that down, at least a little bit. I don't think these units are actually going to actively try to bust down those walls.
I don't think so. They will try to attack you over the wall, though, if you get too close. Luckily, the casters are in the magic seal zone, so they can't, but exclusive to Hector mode, Kashuna actually moves, and when he moves, the area of nullification moves with him.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that, and that fills me with some dread.
Yeah, because he can be tricky.
I don't like that situation at all. I'm actually going to test that. Nah, I don't want Hector taking up too much experience right now.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, he does move.
Yep. So right now, he could, yeah, I'd say go for it.
Yeah, might as well.
I would rescue him afterwards,
Oh!
Man, Will!
Okay.
So Will brought his A game today.
Yeah, we're off to a really good start right now. And we got a door key out of it.
Alright.
I am going to send that to Marlinus for now.
Alright.
Because, yeah, we have an Orion's Bolt on him, which hopefully we can use. I don't know if we're going to use it this chapter.
You know, we could actually use that key right about now.
Well, that's why we have Matthew.
Oh, right. I forgot we had Matthew on this side.
I'm wondering if Dart does have the power to take this guy out. I'm not going to risk it yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to... Let's see. What are these guys? Yeah, these guys can actually reach all the way down there. Which gives me an idea, but at the same time, it is a risky idea. And... believe it or not, despite despite my usual haphazard nature with this game, I actually really want to be careful here. So I'm not going to take any unnecessary risks.
I got a bad feeling about this chapter.
You can... Can you? He can!
Alright, Ozzy.
Beautiful.
That's going to be some great experience, too.
This is what we're looking for. We need, like... I would very much like it if we can take these guys out in one hit, but that's... I'm not going to hold on to that, notion.
Hold on to that key, because we got to open that door right there.
Yeah, I'm going to send back the heavy spear.
Okay.
Might as well dance just for the experience.
Yep.
Also, I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed already, I'm pretty much keeping Ninian and Ella Wood as close to each other pretty much throughout this chapter.
That's the only way to do it right.
Alright, yeah, I want to pull Dart over here, but...
I think that's good for this turn. I think we should...
Well, all things considered, if Dart can take one hit from this guy.
Probably,
despite a shine. That'll give Sarah something to do.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to move over here so that way Matthew can go ahead and immediately open that door next turn.
Very smart.
I think that's it. Yeah. See what we got.
Alright, yep.
Oh, wow, he is moving pretty...
Yeah, Kashuna's using his brain. He's using his morph brain.
Beautiful, Dart.
Alright. Despite being promoted, these guys are kind of flimsy so far.
Well, that was a mage, and Dart's got some power.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a beautiful level up.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Who was it before that was getting the really chalky level ups?
It was a lot of people, actually. We were not getting some good level ups earlier.
I think it was Canis. Canis kept getting 1-point level ups.
That's right. Alright, then. We got, let's see, we got a general over here. That's gonna be a job for Dart, but I got another idea.
Alright. Are you gonna bait that silver arrow there?
Silver bow and a light brand.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna need someone beefy who can deal with this, and I'm thinking Dart's the man for the job, though that shine did do quite a number on him.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, Dart's got the defense to deal with at least 2 hits. These guys are not gonna have... Actually, now that I think about it, the Swordmaster might. He's got some speed.
Yeah.
Let me see, what's his speed, actually? Speed is 14. Dart's is 13. No, he will have... I think he will have 2 hits on him.
Plus that sword versus axe. I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think the light brand actually triggers a weapon triangle. It's technically a magic attack.
Okay. can start busting down that wall with Hector if you want.
Could.
It would make it easier for us to unite the whole party, if that's what we want to do.
I think I'm gonna have Hector go this way.
Okay.
And deal with these guys. Probably gonna send... After Matthew opens this door, I'm going to send him over to get this chest.
Okay.
Obviously with someone with him. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna have Dart come over and deal with that general down there, but not before Sarah gives him some much-needed healing.
Dart, stop flexing for Sarah. She's trying to concentrate.
You can't help it, man. He's wearing a sleeveless shirt.
Yeah, that's how I get so beefy. I just flex constantly.
That's actually not... I don't think that's all that unheard of.
I mean, I knew a guy who like, partway through high school, suddenly, like, got really into working out and lost a whole lot of weight and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things he'd do is, when he'd walk around the halls, he'd just, like, clench his fists all the time because it helped him, like, strengthen his biceps.
That's what I thought. Like, something like that would actually work.
Yeah.
Alright, Raven can handle this guy easily.
We were just playing a whole lot of, Cloud and Super Smash Brothers, actually.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I thought of.
Really?
Was, well, Ether, Ike, Big Sword, Cloud.
I mean, point taken.
Omni Slash. There was a train of thought.
Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and have Oswin break down that wall. Because, yeah, I do want Hawkeye to fight that general.
Yeah, Hawkeye can take him. And, yeah, it's about time we see Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
Other Berserkers don't have the same exact animations as Hawkeye, too, do they?
No, they do not. Hawkeye actually has a completely unique animation, and now that I think about it, I forgot that we gave him that chest key, so he can go down and get this chest if he wanted to. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It saves us from sending Matthew all the way around. Alright, so that's his sprite. First of all, it looks really cool. And look at that attack!
Conan.
He actually didn't kill him.
Nope.
That actually works out extremely well.
Yeah. Do you wanna give it to Raven?
I'm thinking we should give it to Raven. I did not think that would actually work.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
It was just enough, too. Not like an Iron Sword was not hitting him.
Soak up that experience.
I love it.
Send back the Worm Slayer. We don't have any wyverns in this chapter.
That's a good point. I think I'm going to send Raven and, yeah, I'm going to send Raven and Hawkeye to come down and get this chest. They can deal with these guys.
Okay. Just don't get anybody too close to Kashuna's room, because they still have that sniper and that light brand.
Yeah. This area right here is pretty much off limits.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start sending everyone else over. And join the rest. Yeah. Actually, no, I have an idea.
Okay. You think Ellawood gets jealous when Ninian dances for other guys?
Not at this point. Even if their support was at A right now, Ellawood's not the jealous type.
Okay.
I mean, that's just how I see him. I don't really see him getting jealous. It'd be like, yes, he danced for someone else. She danced for someone else, but it's for a good cause, type of thing. You know?
Alright.
He's a little too pious for that.
I think maybe, I don't know. I think maybe he would he'd get a little agitated, but he wouldn't really know why he was mad. He'd just suddenly be in a bad mood. Not quite as bad a mood as Hector.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Actually.
Alright.
I do want to bait these two into coming here.
Alright.
And attacking whoever comes here. I think I'm going to have Will do it. But not without some much-needed preparation.
Okay, so we're gonna throw in Ninus's Grace?
Yes, I think that is the best way to deal with that. Because that way we get those two out of the way, and we only have to deal with these two morphs.
Are you sure you want to do it with Will and not Oswin or somebody already tankier?
Yeah. One, because I want Will to get experience, and two, we have this for a reason.
Okay, that's true.
It's a thought. Unless...
Alright, I'm afraid of him taking
Actually-
out one and then getting beaten up by... How
Actually,
does
yeah,
his speed...
unless... That's what I was thinking. We could always have the short bow as well, or the steel bow. Because I don't know if he has the power to take out these two, like, in one go.
Plus, I feel like that Swordmaster would double him.
So, yeah, I was thinking... Yeah, let's put him up with a weak weapon, either the short bow or the steel bow, and have him stand there with Ninus' Grace's Blessing to bait one of these two. One of these two is going to go after him.
Okay.
But I think that's the best way to do it.
Because if he kills one of them with the Brave Bow, then the other one's going to come and attack him.
Exactly.
And I think
that's
if both of them attacked, it would be the end of Will.
Yeah, that's going to cause problems.
You're going to have a bad time.
Oh, you've been waiting to use that one, haven't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, and that's probably all of you, I got him into Undertale for Christmas.
Yeah. I really like it. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I know before I played it, I was getting kind of sick of everybody talking about Undertale. All I really want to say is, yeah, it probably is as good as everybody's telling you it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you like indie stuff, definitely check it out. It's like a mix of Ultima Zero, Cave Story, Super Paper Mario, like that kind of storytelling.
I can agree to that.
And Earthbound. If you like those games, you'll probably like Undertale.
Oh, I keep forgetting to use these
we never
items,
use
by
that.
the way. Before that, though... I want to try something, actually. First, we're gonna have you stand there with a hand axe.
Okay. I think that'll work.
Yeah, he can handle a sniper. Matthew, come over here. Wait a second. First of all, let me see what he can do, like, normally. Nothing I really like.
Yeah.
I was thinking he could get the Armor Slayer off of Lyn, but I don't even think he has the power to take him out, even with the Iron Slayer.
I think we should give it to Lyn.
Yeah. What is the...
Okay, maybe don't attack with Lyn, though. Let him attack Lyn first.
Just in case that 5% triggers?
That 57%.
That's the enemy hit rate, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah. Oh, I wasn't looking at his HP.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize he was this low.
Thank you, Dart.